Dear wonderful souls, love of God, Maba. Today is the 24th of July. It's about, I think, 1 o'clock. Let me look. It's past 1 a.m. after midnight. I just remember that a couple of days ago, a bird person came and perched on a tree branch next to my tent. It's really next to my tent. It's about half a meter far away from the root, from the lowest part of the tree. But this tree is very great, very big, and it's so tall, and the branch is very big and strong, and it covers my tent all over. So it's very cool. In summer, it's cool, but not very cool, of course. For me, it is very cool because it's shady, but also there's a sun that shines through it. So it could be like 34 sometimes in my tent. But when I sit outside, it won't be that hot. It could be like 30, yeah. I never feel too hot anyway if I'm outside under the shade of the trees. And the breeze is very pleasant. Now, that tree was the host to that bird person, but there was very early in the morning, so I was still sitting in my tent, and I heard it was a he, not a she. I didn't see the bird person, but I never heard this kind of voice from the bird people before. The tone, the tune, it sounded like he was sobbing, crying. And he said the same thing that most of the other animal people would tell me, like, peace is here, not fear. Yes, I thank him. But I was in a meditation and doing other conferences. So I just wish him a good evolution, yeah, whichever he chooses, the next one, yeah. And then I have to continue doing my inside work. I didn't ask why he was crying so emotionally and so deeply. My goodness, I have never heard such an emotional tone from a bird person before. So today I asked him why he was crying. So he said because he was so emotional, so happy because he could feel peace. He could see peace. He was feeling peace, seeing peace. Those are the exact words from the bird person, and knowing peace as well. So he was so happy, feels so blissful. And many of the bird people, squirrel people, and baby deer, etc., dog people also tell me similar things, even spiders. Big spiders cannot come. And the small spiders somehow found their way into my tent and told me similar things. My God, I was kind of laughing and thinking, is my tent or the surrounding of my tent a zoo or what? So many kinds of animal people come and tell me, like day and night, peace is here, peace is here. So the thing is, because they feel peace, and my so-called God's disciples feel peace. Good people feel peace. The virtuous people, the God-loving people, and many pure, good-hearted, virtuous animal people feel peace. And it is a kind of contradictory to what's happening in our world. Like we have wars in several countries and with the United States of America, for example, like that. So if they come to your house and tell you that peace is here, do not fear, then you wouldn't. If you don't feel peace yourself, then you wouldn't believe it. If they come to any other people's house and they say such thing, people would not believe it. So I think peace is here, but only those blessed ones, blessed souls, blessed beings will feel it. And of course, the bird people, squirrel people, the spiders, and like even the glowworms, or the bigger ones like deer people, baby deer, mother deer would feel peace. That's why they come and tell me, almost like thanking me. Yeah. Last time I told you that you have a sister, the glowworm, a sister, because you call each other sister and brother in our group, our association. Whoever are the initiate, you call him sister or brother. Yes. But what I meant when I said the glowworm is one of your sisters, actually I didn't express it well. I meant she is a follower, one of the followers. And all the bird people, spiders, deer, squirrel people, etc., who came to tell me in a thankful manner and congratulating manner as well as happy manner. They are followers. Yeah, they can listen to my teaching because of the Supreme Master Television. And by the way, thank you all, the team members from in-house or remote, and anyone who contributes to the Supreme Master Television's existence. I thank you again, again and again, because you help a lot to contribute to the project of awakening humanity and saving them from slumber so that they can be themselves and knowing themselves within or without by the grace of God. So there will be less people in hell and more people in heavens. Don't worry, heavens will never be filled to the brim or anything like that. There is no space or time in heaven that we worry we might be late for business or be late to see the Buddhas or have not enough space. For example, the Buddha lands of His Majesty the Buddha Nu are so spacious, so big, and they have only 6 million plus people. So each one of them have such a privacy, scenery and space for themselves, so they never feel any restriction or too crowded with each other. Each one has almost like half of the country for themselves. Not half of the Buddha's land, but almost like half of some of the countries that you know, okay? Not so big and vast like Russia or America, but big, so big. Each one even owns or possesses a property as big as maybe England, for example. Yeah, okay? But they do not feel too spaced out either. There's no such thing as space in such a Buddha's land. No matter how big your land, you don't feel lost. No matter how small your land, you don't feel limited, okay? They're just too beautiful. There's different scenery and perception. Not like in our world. It's difficult to explain that. There's no space, no time, such as in our world. That day is the first time I hear a bird person crying so emotionally. Oh my God. First, when I heard it, I thought he's in trouble or something, or hurt or something. But no. Yeah. I say, are you hurt? He say, no. And then I have other things to do. I did not investigate further. So today, I asked, and he said, no, it's just such a grateful cry, and happy cry. Imagine that, a bird, a male bird person is crying. So very, very emotionally, so deeply emotional. Oh, that's the first time I heard that kind of crying from a bird person. He was chirping, trying to talk, but then his voice became so emotional like that. First, when I heard it, I was so startled. I thought, oh my God, the bird person is wounded or something. But then he kept saying, peace is here, no fear, Then I know, okay, he came just with that message, like the other animal beings that came before him. They're all so happy, so grateful. They just came to comfort me also, to tell me that they are happy. They feel peace now, not to worry, not to fear for them. I was really of course, appreciative and very glad to hear all of them saying that. Oh man, I feel I'm the luckiest person in the world. That so many animal people came and reported to me good news and congratulated me and were thankful like that and even cried on a branch of a tree. A male bird person. I just want to let you know some of the events in my life. So do not worry about me being lonely or anything. I have tons of company, so good-hearted beings, so grateful beings to God. Even if I'm in a physical body, I'm also in many different dimensions. So don't worry, we are all connected. I'm always connected with all of you. So if you trust me at all, then let me help you in some way, okay? If you ask, I will try any way to help you. I will pray for you. You ask inside, discreet, nobody should know. Nobody must know that you follow me. The animal people, they don't care. They come and act like your followers. So respectful, so thankful, and so lovely, and so happy. Now that peace is here. Maybe I don't have as many so-called disciples as followers from the animal kingdom. So if many of them feel good, feel happy, feel glad, feel peaceful, then I'm also very happy, very glad, very happy for them. And that also affects me. I also feel happy too. How come the animal people, they know so precisely, but many humans don't? All right, that was just a little news for you. And when I have some more news, some more worthy news, I will send to you then. I will call one of your brothers. I don't call that many, just some who work for me in a special way, in document type of work. And other brothers and sisters, they work in different types, Yeah, we have many departments and we do different jobs. And I'm doing the overall jobs. That's why I'm so busy. Have to concentrate a lot. So if I have something more interesting, or maybe I will include this in one of the conversations with other kings. It's very late now. I don't want to make a phone call and wake your brother up again. He has been helping these days already, sending new flight news to you. So this is no hurry. I will not call your brother to wake him up again today. So if something more, I will talk to you. Okay, huh? Be well, be happy, be good, because peace is really here for the worthy ones, for the perceptive ones. And if others cannot hear it, cannot feel it, and even still prolonging wars, killing each other, we cannot help them. We cannot help those who don't appreciate God's love and beautiful creations that God has granted us since time immemorial. Okay, so just enjoy your blessing. If you feel peace, you know peace, or you can even see peace, then be happy. Be thankful to God, all right? Enjoy it. Enjoy your privilege, your blessing. I'm happy for you. I'm smiling big right now. You might not see it, but I am, okay? So be smiling, be happy every day, and thanking God every day, okay? Right. Even if all the kings and many beings address me as God, I don't feel any different from you, because all of us are created by God, okay? So even if I'm one with God, it is by His grace, and I receive the utmost power from the Godhead, from the universal original force, so that I can help you and help anyone possible. Not that I feel mightier than you or anything like that, so don't worry, okay? I told you long time ago, decades ago, that I had sometimes visions, sometimes insight, knowledge, that I'm one with everything around me, with everything in this world, from the butterfly to the bird people, even the flowers. Yes, those were some of my experiences, yeah, okay? But even then, I'm still me, yeah? And in this physical world, I retain traces of being human, like emotion, yeah, like loyalty, like compassion, mercy, and knowledge, worldly knowledge. Whatever needed knowledge of the world, I retain. Thus, even if God is in the world, God is also partly human. That's why I'm with you. I understand you and I feel for you. That's why if anyone hurts, I feel hurt. Any dog person hurts, I feel hurt. My dog hurts, I feel hurt. My bird hurts, I feel hurt. A neighbor, if I know it, I feel hurt. If they're happy, I feel happy too. Okay? That is the human nature that I keep. So that I can be with you. All right? So do not worry about who is calling me what. I have no interest in in feeling happy, joyful, or sad about anything like that. I'm just working for you, humanity, and all the beings, whomever I can help. Okay, I'll talk to you next time. Be well, be blessed, be happy, be loved, and spread that around what you have received from God. Okay? Be loving, be kind, be a blessing to others. Thank you, lah. Yeah, and by the way, Miss D, you remember the glowworm that we were talking about last time? At the time she was talking to me, she was 3.5 years old and still single. Yeah, looking for a partner. Now I understand why peace news keep coming, but we don't see the real peace in the world between some aggressive countries. So now, if you want peace, you must really practice peace. Stay away from killing karma. Don't eat any more murdered animal people, flesh. Okay? I wish all of you well and adhere to the principles of the universe. Compassion, benevolence, mercy, love, kindness, and caring. All love God